Hello and welcome to Dead Good Gaming, the show where we analyse different video games to find the best level for you to survive in a zombie apocalypse. Today's level is Nuketown from the Call of Duty series. That's the regular Nuketown in Black Ops 1, not the zombie version from Black Ops 2. That would be silly. Let's begin. The first thing to remember with Nuketown is that it isn't a real place. The streets and everything within it has been built to test a nuclear weapon. Real food is scarce, the fridges are empty, and the clock is ticking. I've had a good search around the level looking for military rations, car mints, packed lunches, anything you would normally find in your typical residential street, but I've had little luck. There are cans in the garage that might hold food like fruits, meats, and beans, but it probably contains car oil. It's impossible to tell from the label what's inside, so I'm going to be optimistic on this one and say it's something that won't poison you. There is also a substantial quantity of fruit that could last a few days if eaten very slowly. Yes, I'm well aware this might be plastic fruit, but you have to give me a break, I'm clutching at straws here. On the plus side, these water sprinklers have been spraying water here for days, so at least you'll have a good supply to keep you hydrated. Your only real hope for survival is to venture out into the surrounding desert and look for any edible wildlife such as snakes, coyotes or prairie dogs.
Alan!
This will require a lot of work and means you will go hungry for long periods of time between successful hunts. But it's better than eating butterflies and begonias. Luckily, there is electricity and gas running through the town, so the ovens may actually be able to cook. And if that doesn't work, there is a pile of wood and a rather nice barbie on the patio. Bonds are made. The two main houses are clean. Really clean. Everything is sparkling. This is a great start to keeping you healthy and hygienic for at least the first week or two during your stay. After that, you're going to have to do a bit of housework yourself to maintain the high sanitary standard. Or wait until their nuclear bomb goes off and everything, including the dirt, is vaporized. In the meantime, we have fairly comfortable living standards here. There are multiple beds to choose from and a large selection of clothes, both hanging up and worn by the mannequins themselves. There is also a variety of things to do and keep you busy, such as reading, writing, watching television, and appreciating shitty contemporary art. A bike can be found in a garage and is incredibly helpful for a number of reasons. Number 1, it will keep you fit and limber. A healthy heart is an uneaten heart. Number 2, if zombies do attack and you need to make a quick getaway, bikes are faster than running and more maneuverable than cars. And 3, you never see bikes in the zombie apocalypse because everybody walks everywhere. You will be a trendsetter. In terms of actual medical equipment, there isn't any. Though we can improvise. Duct tape is pretty much universally accepted as the most versatile thing ever created. Lost an arm? No problem, just tape it back on at the tear. Need to plug a bleeding wound? Easy fix, just wrap it up firmly. Brains spilling out of a fractured skull? Well, you might need proper medical care for this one. It's duct tape, not a miracle worker. But you get the idea. Improvise a little and you can overcome anything. Although this little cul-de-sac might seem quite pleasant, you have to remember it's all an illusion. Though there are technically 7 houses, only 2 of them actually have furbished interiors. The others are, well, a little creepy. The real houses both have 2 floors and semi-open plan design, which is not helpful when facing off against lots of brain eaters. Stairways provide good choke points, but with multiple entrances into each house, you'll have to be on your toes. If you were thinking about using this bomb shelter to hide, don't bother. It's open at the back and utterly useless. If I had to pick a house, I would say this one. Why? Because it's closer to the clock tower. Although not the most ideal situation, if your little picture-perfect town gets overrun with undesirables, the most defendable point is, tragically, up here. You can see what's coming in all directions from miles away and is wide enough to defend from any climbing shits who are planning on taking your precious duct tape. There is a chance you will get stuck up there if surrounded by an impossible number of zombies, or even fall after several hours of exhausted fighting. But the houses and street are just too open and undefendable to recommend anything else. Maybe if you stack the bus and the other vehicles, you could block up one of the routes in, but it won't help much. The last point relating to the environment is bittersweet. Nuketown is an isolated area in the middle of a mountainous region. This of course makes it very difficult for any zombies or raiding survivors to reach you. However, this also means the zombies that do eventually reach you are going to be the toughest motherfuckers the post-apocalypse has to offer. A zombie that can traverse that is not going to be stopped by this, and it's likely to be as hard as nails. You'll be fighting super zombies. Good luck, mate. Despite the strong military presence, there aren't any guns in the level. To defend yourself here, you're going to have to use a little cunning and a lot of imagination. Get some long and sharp objects like this mailbox stand and the clock points and duct tape them together for a sword. Next, cut 2 eye holes in this waste paper basket to put over your head. Lastly, take the trash can lid as a shield and you just become a goddamn knight. Defend your Nuke kingdom with all the might and honor a 2-bit trash knight can muster. If you're not into cosplay or worried about looking stupid in the post-apocalypse, then you could build a death vehicle from the Jeep and barbed wire. Stick a load of sharp pointy stuff around the car and drive in the 3 square meters of space until the squirming stops. If you're not into either of my ideas, then you can just fuck off. Do you know how difficult it is to come up with this stuff? Why don't you just... Sorry. I am so sorry. I'm having a rough time at the moment. Lastly, when you're out of ideas and just want to end absolutely everything, there is the titular nuke ready to drop. You don't really have any control over this, and you can't use it yourself, but it's always nice to know that it's there. I bet other zombie survivors don't have a nuke. That's instant zombie street cred right there. There you have it, a pretty low score for a hugely popular level. Ultimately, it doesn't really matter what you do to survive here because it's a goddamn nuclear testing environment. Even if the nuke never drops, it's still a pretty dumb idea, as it's a fake town. I'm pretty sure Call of Duty has better levels to survive a zombie apocalypse in that we can look at in the future. Thanks for joining us on Dead Good Gaming, and join us next time where we'll analyse other levels from your favourite video games to find the best zombie stronghold. Always remember, stay safe, stay strong, stay dead good.